John Wall walked on that stage in Chicago. 16 years later, now he's handing us our next franchise player. We got a lot to get into. The Wizards got the number one pick. Let's go. But first, go ahead and run that intro. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Chocolate City Podcast. It's your boys, DJ D Damo. The Wizards got the number one pick. We just gonna get straight into it. How do y'all boys feel about the Wizards getting the number one pick?
Man, it's a new day. I was telling people online. I said people can get their jokes out now.
Mm-hmm.
People can kiki, they can hee, they can joke, but we coming. It started with Trey. We got AD. And the number one pick was the next thing in line. So Adam Silver owed us. We've been saying, dog, Adam owed us.
It did, for sure. Like, it's long overdue. Like, I mean, I was just saying the other day, like, watching 100 hours, 100 games of Isaac Bonga. Like, Troy Brown, can he play point guard? Like, them days is over, man. We finally are freed of the role player shackles, and we got a legitimate star coming to DC with the shoe deal and the endorsements, and probably gonna get a couple covers on video games. Like, we back, man. We back.
I'm pretty sure too. Like in past episodes of the pod, like we've talked about like the sort of like misery this franchise has gone through, man. Like I'll never forget. I gotta remember who was with us. Actually, I think it was yourself and Troy, where we was just talking about like, dang, like we literally had like we were number 2, then we just dropped to 6 last year. And don't get me wrong, like this ain't got nothing to do with Trey. You know, Trey's been great for us this year. I'm just saying it's always, even if you the worst team in the league, which is usually us, we still get like 6, 9, whatever it is. Point is, that shit ain't happened this time. You feel me? Like it's about time we got ours, and to put the cherry on top, this is the last year that the odds of the lottery gonna be the same way.
Yeah.
So it just so happens that the rebuild is over. We got the number one pick. We had a 14% chance of getting it. Man, I don't know. I feel like this is one of the greatest feelings I've ever felt. I ain't gonna argue, and I'm just saying that, like, look, my daughter was born this year too, and I still this is under that, but this is still a good feeling. This is still a good feeling.
It's close. It's up there. It's
close, but it's just a tick under, but it's real close. So I mean, I feel like we gotta just take this moment to celebrate, and you know, like, yeah, we just gotta, like, how did you feel when it was like you saw us getting close to that 5? Cause I'm gonna tell y'all mine, but I want to hear from y'all first. Like when you saw us getting closer,
my heart was beating. It was beating. Like I'm telling you, I don't know. It's just once you start seeing them cards get revealed, it's like you don't want nobody to jump up. Number one, you like, please, you wanted to kind of go in the order.
Yeah.
Then once you saw, I forgot which team jumped first. The Bulls ended up jumping into the top 4. You're like, all right. You start counting it. You're like, all right, well.
What are our chances? Then Memphis, right?
Yeah.
Memphis, like, all right. Crazy. So by the time I got to 5, it was either going to be us or the Pacers / Clippers, which ended up being the Clippers, which sucks for the Pacers. But I mean, they won a Zubac. So, but yeah, it was hard. It was heart pounding for me.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, very similar. Like I'm looking at it, I'm tracking it, I'm looking at my phone, I'm like, okay, they picking where they supposed to pick.
Yeah.
They picking where they supposed to pick. And then when the Bulls jump, I'm like, all right, I ain't mad at that. But it's like, who gonna get kicked out? Then when Memphis jump, it's like, damn,
like that's like
2 teams getting kicked out.
Yeah.
And then for it, that when that Clippers pick turned in, well, when the Nets dropped to 6, I was like, oh. And then the Clippers pick turned in, I was like, we top 4, like, and it was like, it was the 2 teams that I wanted to drop out, the Pacers. Because I felt like you went to back-to-back Eastern Conference Finals. You don't need a top 4 pick. And then the Nets, just because their fans be talking shit. So it was like, nah, y'all drop back 2. You know, you drafted 5 lemons last year. Now you got to deal with the 6th pick this year. So it was perfect. It was divine, man. It was just like this was perfect. Like,
Here's what I do know for a fact, though, right? I don't want to see no random fans popping out the woodwork. Cause I like that's
got
the
that
if there's
ready,
one
bro.
thing that's gonna make me upset the most, bro. It's gonna be like, I ain't never seen you on Wiz Twitter before.
Yeah.
It's
like,
coming.
like we going like, look, you might have to go Greek a little bit. Might have to check your letters. Be like, hey, bro, like, and like quiz them real quick. Be like, man, where was you in 2003?
Yeah. That's what you.
Like, what was that team looking like? If I tell you Isaac Bonga, do you think that's a winning squad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you say anything of yes, whatever, like nah, man. So that's what I'm saying. Like we gonna have to start checking some people because I don't want no random
Quick
fans
knowledge
coming
check
out.
on them.
Yeah,
Yeah, for
exactly.
sure.
You gotta check them real fast. No, but nah, like definitely for sure. I just remember my like same thing. My heart like just damn, please, this anything but 5. But you know that's kind of funny how we think about that
Yeah.
because in our minds we was like anything but 5, anything but 5. Because even if we had gotten 4, I'll be honest, I
was
would have been
good.
high. I was gonna be
I was
good.
good.
I was like,
Yeah.
all right, top 4. But that's just that. That's because we
Yeah.
done been down so
Yeah.
much. So then when all of a sudden after that break, and I literally said, I said it. I was like, man, I'm about to get greedy. I want number 1.
Right.
Because when you start looking at the percentages, like once the break occurred, it's like you're looking at the percentages, like the Nets is gone, the Pacers is gone. Those are the other 2 teams that got the same percentage chance as you of being the number 1 pick, and they're gone.
Yeah,
so
they're
now
gone.
you're the team that
Right.
has the best chance at getting the number 1 pick.
Best
So I'm
chance.
like, shoot, I don't think they're gonna get 4. I'm thinking
Yeah.
I'm like, they're gonna be top 3.
Yeah.
And then when they get to 3 and it's not them, and it's like at this point
Yeah.
it's just them or the Jazz. I'm like,
right,
man,
though.
I think
Your biggest competition got knocked out.
yeah.
Which
Yeah.
makes sense because they was like with the number combinations, they already knew early that we had the number 1 pick because we had all of the number 1 combos. So when that ball, that was it 1-4-2 drew, they already knew we had the number 1 pick.
Yep.
Like so, it was just a formality at that point, man. And yeah, like I said, it was perfect. Like,
You know what
that
I
was
can't
great.
wait for though? When they released, I put it on X also. When they released that footage of the reactions in the back in the office, cause see, like Ringer tried to come out playing it cool, cause Dawkins was probably back there too.
He was hooping.
Yeah. Oh, he was
That's
hooping.
what
was
said.
hooping.
That's what
He was
said,
hooping
yeah.
with it?
He
So
said
He
he
was
didn't-
playing. He
yeah.
was playing a pickup game with the scouts.
That's what they said.
So he wasn't even trying to figure out.
Yeah,
He was
yeah,
just
yeah,
like
he's
he's like
hooping.
whatever. Like I ain't gonna concern myself. Well, whoever was back there with Ringer, then you gotta think like they was hyped because he came out trying to play it cool. Like do I really think this is validation for all of ours? I was like, bro, if you don't stop all that, like you hyped like the rest of us,
Yeah,
man. Like
you
he
gotta
was
play it cool,
hyped
though.
back there. So, but yeah, interesting tidbit too. And I forgot about this is that this is the first time since the new lottery system introduced in 2019, where they flattened the odds for the first 3 picks, that a team with the worst record actually won the number 1 pick.
Right.
And it just so happens that this is the last year
Yeah.
that they will have this system.
yeah.
But to me, it's like, isn't that proof that the system was working? Like the idea of changing this because he was reacting to Sam Hinkie in the process is let's flatten the odds a little bit so that being the worst team doesn't guarantee you number 1 or even top 3. And up until this year, the worst team never got a number 1 pick. Matter of fact, we had 3 straight years of the worst team picking 5th.
Yep.
The Pistons twice, back to back.
yeah.
That's how they got Jaden Ivey and Arthur Thompson.
Yeah,
And then the Jazz dropping the 5 and getting Ace Bailey.
Yeah.
that's right.
So we would have been the 4th year straight if we dropped the 5th. And
Right.
it was just like, bro, like it's got to break the
Yeah.
cycle.
Yeah. It's
It
like,
was just too much. Like at some point, you got to get the worst team the best
yeah,
pick. Like,
or at least top 4.
or at least,
Like,
yeah,
at
at least
least
top
top
4,
four.
dog. Like it's
like
crazy.
just percentage wise, it's just like there's no way. There's a way,
There
but
is,
it's just no way that it happens again.
Yes.
That
Yeah.
the worst team drops to 5 again.
Again.
I mean, I'm glad it happened. I'm glad the Wizards bucked the trend.
Yeah.
Because we deserved it. I don't care
Oh,
what nobody's saying.
nobody.
Unethical
We deserve it more
tank,
than anybody.
I said that the Bam Adebayo, I tweeted it. I said that the 83-point game, it was our humiliation ritual.
Yeah.
It was put on a dress of Hollywood moment for us for our ascension next season.
Yeah.
And starting with the number 1 pick.
All worth it.
All I'm gonna
Oh,
say, whoever hating,
Oh, I agree.
that's all I. That's all I.
Absolutely.
I don't care if you gotta
Absolutely.
bleep it, producer,
Absolutely.
I don't give a
Yeah.
Because the way I'm feeling right now, my soul, like, hey, bro, you can't tell us nothing. We done been through it. Again, 16 years. 16 years since the last time that we done got the number one overall pick. And then I guess, you could still say Bradley Beal Whitlock because it was, it was Wall, but then Vesley, then Beal, then Otto. So it's kind of like you really only hit on two. And then after that, like, so,
Yeah.
again.
It was all worth it, man.
It was all worth it.
Even dropping the
Yeah.
6 last year, it was all worth it. Because
absolutely.
if we'd have jumped up last year, then you don't get to pick this year. So it's like it's all worth it.
And then also, with the photos that say, oh, they were one ping pong ball or combination of
Every single
Victor, Zion. So
And
they
Flag.
came
Right.
through for us.
That's it.
Yeah. For sure.
Where were we at for Flag last year? Did they
One
say
ping pong ball
One
away.
ping ball.
It was the
So
same
him
thing.
too.
It was the same thing.
Yeah. So we won a one ping ball away. We was that one.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
That's
It
all
was in
that
the
mattered.
bag. It was in the bag
It
early.
was meant to be. All right, now we got our cream of the crop. We got our pick of litter. Like I'm going through here like, who that number one. But I think everybody know the consensus. Like let me not even say that though. It's not the consensus everywhere.
Yeah.
So let's start over here. We got that crystal ball with? No, maybe we don't need that crystal ball.
wait.
Yeah, put it right there.
I think, for me, it's a consensus. For me, it's obvious. Like, the dude measured 6'10" with shoes, about 220, 7-foot wingspan, elite athlete, probably the best 2-point scorer since Kevin Durant, Mike Beasley. Like, I think, to me, where the game is going, where it's about rim pressure, paint dominance, he's the pick for me. Like, you're already kind of a soft team to me. Well, it ain't even a kind of. You are a soft team.
Yep.
You just drafted a jump shot dependent 2-guard last year at 6. To come back and you're going to take another jump shot dependent 2-guard with injury questions. I don't know. I would rock with it if that's the play. It just wouldn't, for me, that wouldn't be what I would do.
Yeah, I essentially feel the same way. It's AJ for me. Just the size, the position, the ability. An elite wing scorer with his size, what he can do. He led NCAA in scoring on a kind of not a good roster. I would put it flat.
Roster.
Yeah, it just wasn't that good. You had a coach from Texas in the tournament said, I don't think we can stop him. They say he got 14 points already. What are you doing to stop him? I don't think we can. That's what he said.
Yeah.
It's AJ. I get it. Darren Peterson's very good too, but for me it ain't close. It's AJ.
Well, that's bold there.
Y'all both wrong. It's Native Met. And I'm just
They the man. What? I had to download that real quick. Like, what? It was like a virus or something, bro. Like, what? But nah, shout out Native Mint though, DMV product. He showed out at the combine though. But god dang, hey, bro, you threw
No,
me.
it's AJ. I was just like, how can I get, like, as y'all was talking, I was like, I know they're gonna say AJ, but I'm like, how can I kind of extend this shit a little bit? So, like everything that y'all said, I ain't gonna say nothing more on it. It's AJ. I know some folks are looking at DP, and I know there's even a slighter few that are looking at Cam. But I'm like, I don't see that in any stretch of the imagination.
AJ
Like, because I'm thinking like, if any other team had the number one pick, y'all still aren't taking Cam.
Yeah.
Like, it's not happening. So I don't see how. I didn't see that on X and people talking. I'm like, yeah, no, that ain't the way. So, now we got to get into the other part that's very interesting that came out right after the draft, and they already talking about, the Wizards are considering all options on the table. They're saying drafting the pick, and of course, Wiz Twitter in general blew up with that and was just like, let's just go into the ESPN trade machine. Let's get imaginative and everything. Let's before we even get into the different trades that we saw, I got to get y'all's take on like how y'all even feel about that. Like, we get the number one pick out of 16 years, and we already considering.
Nah.
People bored, man.
Yeah.
They're bored, man. Like, I just, you don't. you don't go 16 years without a top pick, and then you get it, and you already talking about trading. Even in a class like this is, if you feel like, there's not a big gap between DP and AJ,
Yeah.
or even Boozer, I still feel like there's just other things that come with drafting number one. That's why you don't see a lot of teams trading that pick. So, especially for a franchise like the Wizards, like you keep the number one pick. You evaluate the draft, you evaluate the players, and you take your guy. If you think it's DP, take him. If you think it's AJ, take him, or whoever it is. You draft your guy. I'm not even entertaining the idea of trading back. Like, that's just crazy.
You don't want to get cute with it for no reason. You're doing that would just be doing a lot for no reason. And then you're talking about picks, full unprotected and all. One, we don't even know how the new lottery system is going to work. I mean, we can think the Jazz may be good, but what if they don't end up being good and they're one of the worst teams, but they changed the odds and now they got a 5% chance of being the one pick as opposed to how it is now. So you don't even want to get into all that. Secondly, let's say they trade to number 2, get DP. DP gets injured or injury stuff starts rising. Now the Wizards look like the idiots
like
again.
fools.
So it's just, you don't even want to mess with it, man. You pick who you want to pick.
Yeah. Another straightforward before anybody say anything. I think that's the move is that we go ahead and just take AJ and just leave it there. Don't even consider trade. Don't do none of that. But I will say, right? Because I mean, we just have to kind of go into it and like you just went into it a little bit here. It's like if we do trade, I'm telling you right now, it better not be nothing past 2. Nothing past 2. Because as much as I do like the depth of this class, that was before I knew he was getting number 1. I had Wizards thinking like, man, if we get 5, F it. Like, at least I know this class is deep. You know what I'm saying? This person could do something. Then as I was like,
coping.
I was like, man, I'm getting
It's the pre-cope.
You sit there
Keep
like,
Wagler highlights.
No, but hear me out though, right? Because then when you at 5, you be like, man, I'm good. We top 4. I'll take
That's
4.
I was in a group chat talking about Flemings and all.
And then you just be sitting there like, 4, I'd be good when we get 4 now, bro. I'm happy regardless. All of a sudden, you see that 4, like, 3? Oh, definitely. I can see myself getting Wilson. 2? Oh, shit. All of a sudden, I was like, then that's when I just like, oh, shit. That's what I'm saying. Yesterday's Wizards ain't today's Wizards.
Yes,
The
sir.
price done gone
Price
up.
went up.
Price
The
done
price
went
done went
up.
up.
Absolutely.
What's that jump from the wire? Tell them boys, we back up.
I want you to put the word out there that we back up. Understand me? We back up.
Yeah, we back.
Back up.
That's
That's
facts.
it. That's all
We
it is.
so
to it.
back, man.
So yeah, like I said, I mean it's AJ, but if we are entertaining, I'm not going. I mean, again, if I'm just putting my GM hat on and they really thinking about it, at the absolute minimum, I'm not going past 2. Because DP at the end of the day, let's just say like take all the injuries, the cramping, what was it, creatine,
overdose.
take all that away. At one point in time,
And I got
he
some
really
questions
was.
about that too.
Yeah, we all do. But again, at one point in time, though, he really was number 1.
Yeah.
And if you do that, you have to automatically think like, all right, like if we give up number 1, Jazz, you giving up a hole, or somebody giving up. I mean, like you giving us.
So what's the
picks.
offer then? What's the offer?
See,
that'll
I
make
don't even know what the offer
like
would be.
really
because,
like consider it. Like what's the offer? Like if they was like
you know what though? Because what I've seen flashed around is one, you get next year's first. You get what is it? With 27, 28 first, and then
they would have to leap year. So it'd be what 27, 29.
Yeah. So those.
And then ace.
Ace. But here's the thing though, and we were talking about this last year. As much as I like Ace, AJ's better.
He is.
Yeah.
It ain't even.
AJ
To me, it
is
ain't
better.
even
It's not a
close.
question.
Honestly.
But I'm seeing people on X thinking like it's a even thing, and it's just not the case. And don't get me wrong, but last year I would have loved to have him, but also I'm petty as. I'm telling Danny Ainge like you.
Yeah.
Right.
Like as soon as I get on the call, I'll be like, "What you offering?" Oh, cool. That sound really.
Yeah.
Like, that's.
I mean, because Ace, the reports came out, they like he turning down workouts. He want to get to the Wizards.
He was trying to get to the Wizards.
Yeah.
We brought in
Jazz,
Sharif Cooper. Like
Jazz said,
There's a
nah,
reason for that.
we'll take him. Y'all good.
And see, that's the thing though. Like where I know us and Wiz Nation, like we petty as hell, but I feel like, man, like that's the reason why those GMs, like our GM is a GM for a reason. He think business. He don't think petty. So if I look back, I'm thinking he's still gonna ask for a haul though. But you know Ace is gonna be included. And I don't even know who else would be.
So there's no
in
offer that y'all would like.
No,
if they put it on the table. You like, nah, we got to do that. It's too many picks.
Because
Like if they offer 4
I mean-
first-round picks, unprotected plus Ace.
It depends on
I mean,
how
that's
highly you.
crazy.
It depends
That's-
on how
you
highly
turn
you
that
think of
down.
AJ.
That's crazy.
It depends
But
on
is
how
it
highly you
and
think
me?
of
I'm
AJ.
like, if you offering that much to get AJ, that means you think he's that good.
yeah.
That's in my
And
mind.
so-
but again, right?
I'm
Who
drafting
knows?
him.
Who knows that the Wizards think that DP is that franchise altering? You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
we don't know. We haven't been scouting them the way that like they do.
Right.
They done seen these kids since middle
They-
school.
they get paid
like
for
they
it.
get paid
Yeah.
to watch these kids like once they hit 6th grade and move
Yeah,
on.
that's true.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
Like we don't know. And if they truly think that high of him, then look, I'm at this point in time, I'm in the mode of like, man, I trust our front office, and I mean, honestly, like,
Yeah.
you couldn't say that about the previous regime, like, so it's like,
Yeah, I trust the eval.
I don't,
Yeah.
I, from a fan's perspective, from what my eyes see, I don't want that. But if they did that, at the end of the day, take it to the chin and be like, all right, cool, like y'all must really see something in the kid. If that happens though, what happens to Trey? Trey don't stay, does he?
That's what I'm saying. You literally just invested into a 2-guard
Betray.
with Trey. Like I just, you're gonna go back-to-back 2 guards, and neither one of them to me project as like high-level playmakers.
Yeah.
Like, they're not
Yeah,
guys
I
to me.
agree.
Like I get his DP prolific tape like in high school, but it still wasn't to me of the level of like a lead guard.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
so, I don't see that.
Do you see those ant comparisons?
No,
Ant?
I don't.
they keep
like, at
comparing him to
all.
Ant.
I don't see it at all
see
because
that.
Ant was a goddamn unit. Dude was like 230
Mm-hmm.
at 18
I
years old.
saw Devin Booker.
Yeah, I see more, and people might see this as a slight, but I see more Bradley Beal than
Yeah,
I
I
see
saw that too,
Anthony
yeah.
Edwards. Like Anthony Edwards as an athlete.
And Fred,
was
you don't
just
got the
like-
athleticism. Like, yeah,
It was just
Yeah.
like a
talk
whole.
athleticism.
Yeah.
It was nowhere near close. Like I just, yeah, I don't see, and even Ant, like as great as Ant is, it's gonna be an uphill climb for him to try to beat a Wemby.
Oh yeah, see that's the thing that we're in the era of the big wings and bigs.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
that's-
it's
and he's a superstar by all
he's a
means.
superstar.
Yeah.
And I think AJ's Will Dawkins type of player, just going off of the past drafts. Like, there's been big wing type players, like
Right.
sizable guys, Koulibaly.
What's
Keyshawn,
that starting lineup? What's that starting
Hey,
lineup
man, hey, well, you mean
with AJ?
with AJ?
Yeah.
It's probably Trey,
Mm-hmm.
AJ, Kyle,
Yeah.
AD, Sar.
Agreed.
I mean, you
Agreed.
take Trey out that mix, and then when we
look
talk
like-
about Will Wiley
yeah.
possibly backing up,
God.
dog. Like
Yeah.
what we talked about that too. The 6'8", 6'9", 6'10", and up all lineup.
And AJ can get some point guard reps.
Mm-hmm.
Like you watch him,
He can
with
bring the ball
BYU,
up.
Like
Yeah.
he plays point guard for them.
Yeah.
He's their floor. He's orchestrating.
So
them.
AJ starting right out the gate for y'all.
Nah, I think he has to. Number 1 pick.
Yeah,
is
you
Sar.
got to. Yeah,
agreed.
yeah.
Okay.
If you
Of his
All right.
caliber, yeah.
Agreed.
he's-
when
Okay.
was the last number 1 pick to now start?
Ant didn't start initially.
And didn't start.
Yeah, like the first 30 games he ain't started. But
Who was the coach then? Because I know he ain't the coach now. Ain't no way.
remember. Don't
Ain't
be
no way the
lying.
Wolves coach. He the same coach
be
now.
lying.
I know that ain't it.
But Ant, I feel like Ant was a different type of number 1 pick because he had some maturity issues and
That whole draft class had maturity issues.
yeah,
Real time.
LaMelo, yeah, like
yeah.
well, Wiseman, yeah, it was some maturity issues there, but yeah, I think AJ.
Damn,
starts.
remember when we really wanted Wiseman?
Oh yeah, I was big on Wiseman out of Memphis. I was like,
hey,
man, I
I thought that
want.
what Duran is doing now.
It's a
That's what I
couple bigs.
thought.
It was a couple bigs. I was big. I was big on Mobamba.
yeah, man, we.
Oh no, I wasn't big.
I was
We,
big on Mobamba.
you know what it was? It was that song that came out. That's what it was. You heard that
Yeah,
song,
man,
you was
that.
just like, I could convince myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, those days with the bigs, man, like when we was really desperate. And then I remember even thinking that with Sar too, like during those days, I was like, man, like who would we really want? And I remember thinking like, man, somehow we just go ahead and get Castle. But Sar done turned out great. But
Yeah.
I ain't trying to get too far off topic. The point is though, we good. We got the number 1 overall pick. We Gucci. Who do you think AJ's comp is?
So I was initially like going more Jaylen Brown, but like with these measurements, though, like he's legitimately like 3-4 inches taller than Jaylen Brown. So
Yeah.
it's like now I'm like, is he T-back? Like,
That's-
he?
So that's what I was thinking. I was thinking
and that's what
T-Mac.
John Wall said too.
Oh, yes, he
He
did,
said-
yeah.
he said
I don't
T-Mac, early
know.
T-Mac.
I'm trying to
T-Mac.
think of the last dude with his size and athleticism that had guard skills. Like
T-Mac.
that's the only one
Well,
come to mind.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you say PG, but PG.
PG
I don't-
was 6'10".
Yeah, but that's exactly. I don't want to put that on the kid either, man. PG like came out the gate and nobody even knew who he was until he. Well, they knew who he was, but they didn't really know who he was.
Nah.
So
So as prospects, because I've seen it online and some discourse about it. Let's say they was all in the same draft. You got Cooper, AJ, DP. What's the order? 1, 2, 3.
Cooper, AJ, DP.
Cooper
There-
Flag.
First of all, like this may get me in trouble. There's a reason why Coop reclassified. Because I don't think he wanted to. I don't think he thought he wanted to go up against this class in particular. I'm serious because I'm going AJ, Coop, and DP.
Because I saw people saying AJ is beneath Coop. Are you on that same wavelength, or you think they kind of a little bit more equal, or it's closer?
So it depends on. For me, it depends on what you value. Defensively, Cooper is
Yeah,
a better player. Offensively, like I always like to be like, if they was on the same team, who would be the number one option? Who would be the guy that closed games for you in the fourth quarter? And for me, it would be AJ because his half court game, his perimeter game is just better. Like any metric you want to pull,
Right.
like isolation scoring, unassisted scoring, rim pressure, free throw rate, like it's better than Flags across the board. And then you just look at how fluid he is on the floor. Like Flag is kind of clunky. Like he's more of a power player. AJ can be a power player, but he moves like a guard. So I would say it depends on what you value. For me, if I'm drafting a guy to be like my number one option, 1A, I'm going AJ.
there you go. There it is. And here's the thing too, like, and like this again, like, because I'm not gonna sit and pretend like I didn't want Coop last year. Like, we all did. Like that wasn't it. But like, also at the same time, like, I think he will be a superstar. I just think there's different levels to it though, where, like you said, at the end of the game, or like depending on who you want to draft, you know, for real, defense. I'd rather have someone who's an offensive architect, and you just like you got to motivate him to play a little bit harder on defense to be like usable or serviceable on the defensive end.
You want like an offensive savant.
Yeah, and instead of somebody who's already like a defensive master, and you're trying to get him to be better offensively.
And the thing, I give AJ a little bit of grace as far as like the defensive lapses and things like that. That typically happens when you're the engine on the offense. Like you're the guy who has to do everything as far as
He
offense.
sure as hell did
You're
everything.
most
on that.
likely
They
not
said
going
about
to be
Cade.
good defensively.
They said it about Cade when he came out. He had to carry so much for Oklahoma. Like
Yeah, that's right.
the defensive numbers didn't look great, but you watch Cade play defense
Yeah.
now, and he can do it.
That happens. With
Yeah.
most stars who have to carry their offense. Defensively, they're just not all the way there.
Yeah, so
He didn't have Malawatch behind him. You know, he didn't have 5 stars all over the team. You know, like Duke has every year. So it's just different. It's different.
Yeah, well, you know what's so funny though? Like, now this is completely off topic because it's funny. When we had our last show, I was literally prepared to talk about Cam or Caleb, right? Like, I was like, all right, man, let me go ahead and do my real study, my tape values, because I know we getting like 4, 5. But I got to get this off my chest though, because I don't think a lot of people are gonna agree with me, but I don't give a shit. Like when I looked at Caleb Wilson,
He's gonna be like that.
I ain't gonna hold you.
He's gonna be like that.
I saw KG. I saw.
He's gonna be like
He
that.
should
I
be
saw
in play
KG.
for the number 2 pick.
Yeah.
And I've been
I
saying it
saw-
for months. He should be in play for the number 2 pick. Like that dude, like pogo sticks for bounce,
beast.
man. 6'10", 6'11", 7'1", 7'2" wingspan. Like
And that post game too.
mid-range game crazy. Like and he outplayed AJ and DP. He outplayed all of them.
All of them.
So,
If the only thing I think hurt, if he played in the tournament, I think
Yeah, it's a different combo.
I think it may be a different
It's a
combo
different
if people were
combo,
able
dog.
to see him in the tournament, which they wasn't.
Yeah.
Like as opposed to all the other prospects like A-Cuff and all them. But Caleb, man, I agree. I'm on the same wavelength with y'all. I agree.
It would not shock me if somebody jumped up or something happened. I don't know.
I think
could
he
see
should
him
go.
play
I think he
a-
should go top 3.
I think
I do too.
Well, yeah, because the way that I had it, and
Yeah.
we'll talk about that on our next episode when we do our mock draft, which should be easy as hell.
Right, easiest mock ever.
But is AJ, DP, then Caleb, like to me, and then Boozer. And to be honest, for some scouts, I could see them going maybe A cuff, then Booze. To be honest, like Booze could drop to 5.
I saw something about Boozer's father having ties with the Grizzlies.
No,
Jazz.
he works for the Jazz.
Oh, the Jazz.
Yeah, he works for the
Okay,
Jazz. I'll be like,
okay.
Hey, look,
I thought it was him.
I'll be like,
Okay.
son, don't even think about it.
Yeah.
I'll be like, you ain't coming here. Don't even
Yeah,
get your
so
hopes up, son.
I will go Caleb 3.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
go Caleb 3.
Yeah,
man.
because you got Zach Edey. He's slow-footed at center. You got if you put Boozer next to him, that's 2 guys that
Yeah.
struggle moving
I'm
their
taking
feet.
Caleb
Man,
at
I
3
think
if
I
I'm
would
the
go Caleb
Grizzlies.
at 3 if I'm the Grizzlies for sure.
All right, well, we know the Wiz are gonna well, they got the number 1 pick, and we assuming they're gonna go with AJ, and that's what we hoping. Like I said, we ain't down for the trade, so let's go ahead and get to our next topic before we shut down, because I think it's only right that we give love to the Washington Mystics and they draft.
Yes, indeed.
Right? They drafted. Well, we'll just go with the biggest pick, Lauren Betts. Literally the tallest pick, Lauren Betts. Like we all pretty much thought. What was it 6'7" UCLA?
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Man, and their season's already started. She damn near. Well, she's backing up Shakira Austin, but man, some of those preseason games, she was
Looking good.
going in.
Looking
I
good.
mean, when you 6'7", I'm not saying look, she got all that skill, but man, she plays pretty hard.
Yeah.
She already, doing her thing. I know they won their first game against the Tempo, but they lost their
Lost the
home
last
opener.
one.
They lost their home opener. But I mean, look, if you, we'll go around the table here, but my expectations for the Mystics this year is like Kiki, Lauren Betts. Like when I see them play, like I said this the other day, I see Spurs Twin Towers. I see the Admiral. And I see Duncan. Real talk. All them rebounds they grabbing, because that was the problem last year for them, was getting on the boards, right? That shouldn't be a problem. Even with Shakira Austin, all of, right there as well, right? And then was it Sonia? Sonia Citron? Yep, scoring machine. Just let her shoot, let her score, let her do her thing. And Minnie Demon, Georgia Amore, boy, like she got handled, but we already knew what she was when she came out of Kentucky, so she was always going to be. We were just waiting for this moment for her to go ahead and do her thing. But yeah, I'd say my thing for them this year is just like play hard, do what you can, win. If y'all make the playoffs, great, because WNBA doesn't have playing, right? They don't have nothing like that. Yeah. So just go ahead, get get into the tourney and make some noise.
Yeah, I'm excited for Citron. I think, I don't know. I feel like I see star potential with her. Like she is extremely good. Every time I watch her play, I've been keeping up this season. Like I've been extremely impressed. I really want to see what Betts can do though. The preseason play, it really impressed me. Yeah. I want to see her get big time minutes eventually, and I get Austin's in front of her and things like that. But at that size, like I think she can make noise. And if they can get into playoffs, I love it. I love it.
So we punting on Juju for next year?
I'm
We
not.
punting on that?
It's you know what though? I was thinking of like.
Don't they got the Chicago pick though?
They do.
Yeah, they do. But Chicago.
Is it a swap or is the pick outright?
It's the swap.
I think it's a swap.
Swap.
Here's the thing though, like you betting on, because they got some vets. I don't forget. They got Skylar Diggs. Then they got somebody else. They got a couple of good vets.
Yeah, they trying to win.
Yeah, so
I don't know
they're
that.
not. It's not like they just gave up
Right.
Reese and then they just
Reese,
did.
yeah. They trying to win. So
Yeah. So unless they just have a meltdown or something happen, I mean, we still may try to, swap their pickers, but who knows what's gonna happen. But I think Kiki gonna have a good year, especially during that preseason game when she was going up against Angel. Boy, that defense was immaculate. I love it, man. When you see them WNBA games and you just see like them get busy, like pop, 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 and then it's like smack that ball. Like I don't know, man. It's just like just watching them play good defense and play good fundamentals, man. Like I said, it feels good. So, all right, boys. Any closing words before we get up out of here?
It's a new day in Wizards Land. I'm excited. The fan base is excited. And AJ. That's all I gotta say. AJ all day.
Yeah, it's a. I'll piggyback off of that. It's not just the Wizards. It's a new day for all of DC sports. The Commanders, the Caps, Nats, the Wizards, the Mystics. We all up. We all up. Yeah. Go ahead, say something. I know you want to say something. Go ahead.
Hey, you know, shout out to DC Sports.
Right, shout out to DC Sports.
Yeah.
Shout out to DC Sports.
You already know.
Like, we ain't have enough time to get to the NFL draft, but that's all good. He snuck that in there. All right, y'all. It's DJ D Damo. This is Chocolate City Podcast. See y'all next time. That nigga snuck that shit.